Hello and welcome back to the Alpha 21 Survival Guide. Today we are going to be gathering up a lot of resources so that I can move on to making my endgame base. But there's been a recent development that is quite interesting to me. You see, in Alpha 20, in my experience in testing, the auger was always just worth it. A lot of people disagree, and that's completely your opinion, but for me, I found the issues that came with the auger to be completely worth the ore it got you, because it was a lot faster than the steel pickaxe once you had Art of Mining complete, because what it used to do is give you a 20% chance to one-shot ores every time you hit them. Now, the auger spins several times per second, meaning you would generally mine a lot faster with it. But now, it's on even footing with the steel pickaxe, and I don't think they've given the auger enough of a buff to counteract the loss of that effect. So today we're definitely going to be making a steel pickaxe and testing out which one is really going to be best. But before I do that, I need to get myself a better crafting setup. I've got 2 forges, 1 workbench, a few cement mixers, and a chemistry station, and it's just not enough for what I have planned. So I think the first thing I'm going to do, before I do any testing, is I'm going to just rip apart the inside of the floor below here and get it ready for my crafting gear, because I'm tired of living in my own attic, and I'm going to clear up a few of the excess entryways as well. Okay, so it's been about 10 minutes, and I've cleared out this entire floor. As you can see, it's a bit of a mess. And I think, first of all, what we need is a paintbrush, because that'll let me clear the floor. Because right now it's like 8 different textures, and that is annoying the hell out of me. So, hold R, paint surface, and then we're going to left-click to clear all this. And unfortunately, that is revealing a lot of seams on a lot of textures. Let's see, can we... Oh, that's annoying. Why are you like this game? These blocks are going to have to be removed, or it'll annoy the hell out of me. My point here is that I've cleared all this out, and we've got some room. I've taken out the staircase here, and I've taken out the fire pole there, because they were just kind of security risks, I guess. And I've noticed something immediately with the auger and chainsaw, and that is that they seem to much more commonly summon screamer zombies. Like, it was 4 or 5 in the 10 minutes I was just cutting down random blocks in here. That looks a lot better. I will have to fill in a few areas though, but we work with what we have. So yeah, the amount of screamers I was getting with those almost makes me not want to use the auger and chainsaw at all, and just call it a complete win for the pickaxe and axe. Yeah, I'm gonna clean this up a little bit, mostly just taking out these weird blocks and replacing them with very similar ones, and then I'll talk to you guys about what we're going to do with this space. Okay, now that I've moved all my crafting down here, I feel like I don't have much crafting. That's fine. The next thing I need is forges. Now I have room for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 more forges. Do I need 5 more? No, but do I need to fill the space with 5 forges, or I'll go slightly insane? I'm afraid I do, so I apologize for the people who don't like that. Cobblestone. We have to make the logs. Leather, pipes, duct tape. We need a little bit more than that. Okay, and then 5 more forges. Next, we need a bunch of workbenches, but how many workbenches can I even fit in there? So 1, 2, 3, 4 more workbenches. So we'll need a bunch of forged iron, mechanical parts, leather, and nails. Okay, I've got enough to make 3 workbenches. How many did I... Oh, I should split this between me and the workbench. Now, how many did I say I needed again? 3, 4. I'll need more duct tape than that. I don't know why I miscounted. Still, I'll craft 2 workbenches in the workbench and craft 2 in my inventory once I get that extra duct tape. There we go. 2 more workbenches, so we'll have 5 in total. We'll be able to produce a lot of stuff with that, of course. Right then, while my inventory is being slowly filled up with workbenches and containers, I should go out and gather up some iron. Let me go find an iron node, and I'll mine that for the duration of the crafting of the workbenches, and we'll see how much we get in that 12 minutes there. Now, min-maxing aside, you can see you get a lot of iron now with all the points I have. 4 miner, 6 niner, and 4 motherlode. This was just the first 5 nodes, and I have 1,000 iron already, and it took me a couple of seconds. I skirted out a little bit with the clay as well, because I anticipate going a little bit lower, but I don't want to go straight into a mine shaft yet, because they're kind of messy and annoying. There's a bunch of surface iron here. Oh, there's 4 nodes of it. Wow. Okay, I'm gonna mine this now. Right, so it's night time and I'm gonna stop my mining there. Just because I don't really want to get swarmed by nightmare speed zombies right now. So how many stacks of iron did I get in that, like, I want to say 14 minutes. I'll do a more formal test later, don't worry. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6. Let's call it almost 7 stacks of iron. I'm actually kind of impressed with it. I expected that to be a lot less in, 15 minutes or something. For standard resources and blocks damage and stuff. We'll do a test with the auger with a more precise timing later, and we'll do a test with the steel pickaxe as well, and we'll see if we can't figure out which one's really better. I doubt it's going to be as simple as this one gives you more ore and therefore it wins, but it could be that simple. This is enough iron to make over 1,000 forged steel even without my advanced engineering, so that's pretty good. I don't need that much forged steel right now, but the forged steel furnace I will fill up with as much iron as I can and just turn it all into forged steel. The rest I'm going to turn into forged iron, because forged iron tends to be very, very useful later on for electrical stuff, as well as making some of these other crafting stations that I kind of unnecessarily want, but you know. You want what you want, like, you can't stop me. You can comment all you want, but you will not stop my rampage. Alright, so workbenches. 1, 2, 3, 4. I can now produce 5 workbenchy things at the same time. The main benefit of that is going to be producing ammo very, very quickly with this many workbenches. Now, we only have the 1 chemistry station, so we can't do much, but it's the start of what will be very useful later. Okay, I have moved all of my stuff from storage into these boxes down here. I also used those appliance blocks we got ages ago to make these stoves. I thought they looked kind of cool. The next thing I need to know is, can you pick up 2 collectors? You can, nice. So what I want to do is just remove the roof. Okay. No, I made 1 random piece of the roof of cobblestone. Oh, that'll annoy the hell out of me. It's fine though. So, we've cleared all this out so that I can put my dew collectors in slightly nicer looking spaces, and we can fit farming stuff up here later as well. I quite like this. Except for that. That one thing can go to hell. Okay, I'm taking this first load of forged iron. And then I'm going to make as many cement mixers as I can, and that'll probably just be all the cement mixers I will ever use. 6 of them, okay. And I'm actually out of engines of all things, but that's fine. All of my base work is now done. Let's get my hands on a steel pickaxe so that we can properly do this test. And craft that. I already have a level 5 steel axe in here, so we can do that comparison later if we need to. Okay, so I'm going to do a series of tests. I'm going to use Miner 69 for Motherlode 4 with Art of Mining maxed out completely. I'm not going to use any coffee or any rockbusters for either of them. I'm going to do a test with iron, and then I'm going to do a test with oil shale. And I'm going to see how much of those things I gather in like 10 minutes with either of the tools there. It's not about the pure statistical advantage of the auger, it's about the practical advantages of the auger. Is it practically better than the steel pickaxe? Not just a case of being in a vacuum mining at a certain rate, but is it practical to use? And my guess is going to be that it's not, because of how many more screamers seem to be spawning compared to what we used to have. I'm happy to be surprised. Okay, steel pickaxe is done. Since I did the auger last time, I will start with them. We will use the bunker buster and iron breaker on both of them, and I will put the ergonomic grip on the steel pickaxe. So let's go ahead and run out to some iron. Oh, maybe we should do stone, iron, and oil shale. Yeah, that would make sense. Let's find some stone first then. Here we go. This is what I was looking for. So I'm going to set a timer for 10 minutes, and I'm just going to start mining with the pickaxe, and if I run out of stone on this, then we can dig underground. So right off the bat, the steel pickaxe is one-shotting the stone, which I think is new. I don't think it did it this easily in Alpha 20, and look at the amount of stone it's gathering. Oh wow. This is light attacks, by the way. Okay, I got to 10,000 stone before I ran out of stamina. That's a good sign as well. I'll let that regenerate. It has only been 2 minutes and we've made 10,000 stone and ran out of stamina once. That's quite promising, at least with stone. Remember, this does have a bunker buster, which gives you 25% more damage to stone. So you might need to have an extra rank in Miner 69er to do this if you don't have a bunker buster, but they're very common, so I wouldn't worry too much. Hang on. I have officially paused the timer. This shouldn't affect anything. I'm guessing those lot were sent by Big Augur. Well, not to worry, I did pause the timer as soon as I heard their footsteps, so... Timer's back on, let's get back into this. And we've got like 20 seconds left, and we're coming up on 44,000 stone. And it's done. Okay, so after 10 minutes of mining with the steel pick, we are up to 44,550 stone. Let's just call it 44,000. I doubt the margin is going to be that important there. Let me dump this in the truck. Comparison, so it was 44,000 and a little bit. Now we transfer the mods over to the auger. Same perks, all that kind of stuff. Same location and everything for maxed art of mining. Let me get down into the mine. And I'm going to set a timer for 10 minutes. So we're about 2 minutes in, and so far the auger is behind on stone, interestingly. About halfway through, and the auger is not even halfway to what the steel pick had done by the end, so that is not a good sign for the auger and stone. And we're out of time. So in that, we only got 41,000 stone, and I would say that the auger had an even better run than the steel pick did, because the steel pick had to deal with a couple of nonsense things that cost a few seconds overall, but should not have been a difference of like 3,000 stone. So the short answer for the stone one is, after 10 minutes we got 44,000 with the steel pick and 41,000 with the auger. So the steel pick is safer, less resource draining, and it just does more for stone anyways. That is an important distinction to make though. We will see how it performs with other resources later. In the meantime though, I have 85,000 stone. That's a lot of stone. Now have I not got a bunch of cement mixers waiting? I actually don't think I can reach this one. Oh no, we're good, we're good. Here we go, so 9 cement mixers, which is about 2,600 in each of these. Well, this is just miserable. Now we'll also need a lot of cobblestone if we're going to be able to, you know, build anything from wood all the way through to concrete so that I can get the maximum XP from it. So, cobblestone rocks. I'll just put it all in this one workbench. It doesn't have to be any more spread out than that. 43 minutes is fine. I am not going to need it in 43 minutes. 17,000-ish stone to just turn into concrete once I've got a load of cement and a load of crushed sand. So we're doing good on that. So round 1 went to the steel pick. It absolutely thrashed the auger when it came to stone. Now I kind of want to go to the desert biome and test out on oil shale, because I kind of need oil shale, and I wouldn't mind being extremely far away from this place while it generates heat, so that I don't have to deal with the screamers. I've got 5,000 gas. That should be enough for 10 minutes of augering. So I'm going to drive out to the desert, find some oil shale, and I'm just going to do the same 10-minute test with the auger and the steel pick again and see how much oil shale I get. Okay, found myself some oil shale. We're going to do the auger first because I feel like it. Let me set a 10-minute timer. Same conditions and go. And we're out of time. Okay, so in my 10 minutes there, I gathered up, what's that? 26,000 oil shale, enough to make 33 stacks of gas, which is not a small amount of gas. So even if the auger isn't better than the pickaxe, I'm still very impressed with it. And you will of course note that there is a massive hole in the ground because the terrain did not like me mining there, which is fine. So let's take the mods off the auger and test out the steel pickaxe for 10 minutes. Oh shit. My HUD is broken as well. Why, game? Okay, hold on. I will add 30 seconds to the timer for that once I fix my goddamn camera. Okay, don't know why there's a zombie bear in the desert. I will add an additional minute. I will add an additional 30 seconds-ish to the pickaxe timer. So far, it is losing, so I don't think it's going to matter. But it's very interesting to see a zombie bear here, and how every time I try and use the pickaxe, the game sends some weird thing at me. I think it wants the auger to win. Okay, and we'll give it 30 seconds of overtime to account for zombie bears fighting me in the pit. Okay, that is all the time it gets. There's now a zombie dog coming towards me. I really wish the game would just stop for 2 seconds. Right, let me find a way out of this hole I've made. Okay, so the pickaxe was only able to make 27 stacks of gas versus 33, but I think it's very important to note that I think the reason why the pickaxe was so bad there was because it wasn't one-shotting like it was with the stone. So if you can get a steel pickaxe which has enough damage to one-shot oil shale, I think it would absolutely thrash the auger. I think you might need to get yourself some miner 639 or 5 and a level 6 pick to do it. But I think if you compared a level 6 auger, full mods, and a level 6 steel pick with all the full mods, and they were both miner 69 or 5, I genuinely think that we would see what we saw with the stone. I don't have a way of testing that in this world, though. So we'll just have to go with the results here, which was that the auger won against the oil shale when the pickaxe wasn't able to one-shot the oil shale. But it was still marginal. Like, I could definitely see someone saying, it's fine if I have to spend an extra 2 minutes mining up another, 6 stacks of this. And the important thing is, I now have enough oil shale to make 50 stacks of gas cans. I am going to drive home now. While we wait for the forges to do some cement, we should do another test. I'm feeling like iron is going to be the most logical choice next. I do still need an unholy amount of iron, so it does make sense. And I've got, some gas still. Okay, here's a solid little iron node. And we get a 10-minute timer, and let's get started. Okay, that is 10 minutes with the auger on iron done. We got like 6 screamers, so it probably took a whole minute out of it, but that is just a part of the hazard of using an auger, so we're not going to take time off for that. The random zombie bear and the wandering horde that came with the pickaxes in the last ones, that just happens. That wasn't anything the pickaxe did. This was caused by the auger. And what it gave us was 46,000 iron, which is respectable. So we're going to do the test again with pickaxe. Pickaxe should generate less heat overall, because it itself does not generate heat, unlike the pickaxe. Although it should still see a couple of screamers, because breaking iron just causes heat to go up. So I have to stay vigilant. So let me head down here and start a 10-minute timer again. I think this is going to be very similar to the oil shale, in that it's just not going to be as good as the auger, because yeah, it can't one-shot most of these ores. Now, some of these were damaged by the auger already, and it looks like if we go to a fresh, untouched ore, yeah, I can't even two-shot iron with this, because the iron breaker isn't doing anything helpful. Let me try repairing it, see if that helps at all. Nah, that doesn't work on this. Yeah, this is going to be extremely one-sided towards the auger, I think. With how difficult it is for the steel pickaxe to get through iron, taking 3 hits is going to be extremely unprofitable. Like, I feel silly even testing this, but a test's a test. People will complain if I don't finish it, but I can already see it's going to be absolutely awful. What was that? Got rubber banded. And that is the 10 minutes up with the pickaxe, and as you can see, we got way less, which definitely reinforces my ultimate conclusion about the auger versus pickaxe debate, the one that has raged for thousands of years. The answer is very simple. If you can one-shot the ore, the pickaxe is faster. if you cannot one-shot the ore, the auger is almost definitely faster. But the steel pickaxe is always the safer bit. As you can see, I did that for 10 minutes and there was not one screamer. There was no zombies who came to bother me. It was much, much safer. So if you're someone who enjoys the safety of it, or you're playing on really hard settings in permadeath, the pickaxe might be for you. But if what you want is just pure resource yields, unless your steel pickaxe can one-shot the ore you're hitting, the auger will outperform it. Okay, so I'm back at base. I've got all this material now. I need to turn all this into cement. Wow. I wonder if I should make a bunch of anvils and bellows. Right, how many anvils would I need? 5? You know what, let's do it in the places that craft 50% faster already. Here, that'll do. Yeah, that'll help a lot. They make you craft... Is it still 50% faster? Yeah. I need 6 sets of bellows. These make it smelt 50% faster. There we go. 6 advanced bellows. I have so much forged iron, it's great. Now, I got 2 skill points at some point. I was originally going to wait for a cigar, but I realised that's stupid. I can just get an elixir out of things really, really cheaply now, so just put that in there. And we'll go for heavy armour, then we'll go for Master Chef. Then I'll go for Miner 69er, because I don't want to affect any of the further tests we'll be doing with the chainsaw and the axe. I want to keep it pretty consistent with the 4 and 4. But then, once that's out the way, we'll get Miner 69er and Motherload, which is going to be really nice. Okay, so if I needed more crucibles, what would I need? I have a bunch of forged iron. Do I really need 7 full crucibles? I don't think I have to go that far, but maybe 5 crucibles, which would be 4 more. So forged iron, 500, nice. Mechanical parts, plenty of those. Oil, plenty of that. Stone, I should have. Yeah. Clay, I'm a little bit low on. Fortunately, the auger is a fantastic source of clay. Couldn't have just got me a little bit more clay. There we go, 3600. That is enough to make 4 more crucibles, which is enough. 2 of my forges will pretty much constantly be used for cement anyway, and cement doesn't need a crucible. So, 1 crucible, 2 crucibles, 3 crucibles, and 4 crucibles. See, the 5 workbenches is useful. I also thought maybe we should test clay as well. Auger versus steel, shovel? We're stealing more leather, of course I do. Am I out of leather? Oh no. Let's make the duct tape I need. Right. Is there a deer running around? Oh, this place probably has leather seats, right? Perfect. There we go, 15 leather. I will have to do a hunting trip soon, but I know just the place, so don't worry. So, steel shovel. You can be built here while all the crucibles are building. Okay. Bucket test time. Because apparently it's bugged, like everything else in Alpha 21. But it's something to do specifically with my hotbar. So I'm going to take the bucket to a water source. The nearest one is the pool. I'm going to pick up the water. I'm going to do nothing with my hotbar. I'm not even going to move off of it. And I'm going to take it back to my base and see if it'll work. Grab that. Yeah, water's... Ow! Nope, 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 not fighting it. Not fighting it. No, 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 no. I'm gonna run away. I'm not gonna move my hotbar at all. You can chase me all you want. I am getting this bucket back to my house. Okay. Let's just, let's try the roof. What could possibly go wrong with putting water on my roof? And then... Okay, that's weird. It worked. Let's put it somewhere less stupid, maybe? What if I just... Where did it go? Where did the water go? I mean, this works. Like I can drink from this, right? Okay, I just have to look at a better bit. This is closer than the pool was. I mean, it's progress, right? Infinite water source, I guess. Okay, so some important things need to be explained about clay. First of all, topsoil has 250 health, therefore it would take longer to mine with the auger than it would 200 health. You see, it gives me 39 clay. Dig up a couple more here. So each of those gives me 39 clay. Drop that. Dig some regular stuff. It's also 39 clay, but it's got 50 less health. So if you're mining with an auger, straight away make sure you're mining the 200 health stuff. Because it's just easier to do. Now, my steel shovel with 4 ranks of Miner 69er, a Gravedigger, and a Tempered Blade mod is one-shotting the regular terrain anyway. So what we're going to do is I'm going to exclusively dig the topsoil with my shovel, because it makes no difference if I mine the topsoil or the undersoil with the shovel. It gets the same ore in the same amount of hits. That will uncover a bunch of the undersoil, which is weaker for the auger to then mine, so that the test is a little bit more fair. So, in 5 minutes, this is what shovel is able to gather. And that's all the time we have for clay right now. Okay, so... oh, I've accidentally clicked. We might... okay. It was just under 8,000 before that accidental last click. Doesn't really change anything, let's just call it 8,000 clay from 10 minutes of mining the topsoil with the... that bloody vulture's still here. For mining the topsoil with the shovel. It actually looks like it's a separate vulture horde, so let me... right, anyway, so that was 8,000 clay in 5 minutes with the shovel. Let's try and do the same with the auger on the undersoil. Why am I missing a mod for the auger? Why is that? Fine, I'll just take the bunker buster off this. Anything to just increase the base damage is fine. So, it takes 3 spins to break one of these, versus 4 spins to break one of those. So that's why we're doing that. Let me put this clay in here. I remember that it was like 7,990. You know, I got an extra like 100 clay there. Ah, there's clay in here. I'll remember that that is separate clay. There we go, 8,000. So, let me set a 5-minute timer and get to digging. Okay, so we're 3 minutes in with the auger, and it's already overtaken what the shovel did, so it's looking really good for the auger, even though the shovel was one-shotting it. So maybe it just doesn't really matter with clay. It's so low health that your auger will just outperform the shovel anyway, which is very interesting. But we'll finish the test, just to be extra sure I don't lose 2,000 clay somehow. Okay, that is all the time we had for the auger, and it got twice as much clay. It got 16,000 versus 8,000 on the shovel. That is very surprising, because that is as good as the shovel gets. It doesn't even matter if the shovel is better than that, because it can't do any better than one shot, and it can't be improved in swing speed. So the auger is just hugely more efficient in this case. It got 16,000 versus 8,000. It wouldn't matter if that shovel was level 6 and I had Miner 69er 5 and I had loads of mods on it. The auger wins. This isn't even an auger at its best. If you did have Miner 69er 5 and you did have like an extra mod on this, it would absolutely annihilate the shovel, because the shovel does not get better than 8,000 clay in 5 minutes, but the auger can get better than 16,000 in 5 minutes. I imagine with all the upgrades, you could get that up to 18,000 or 20,000 clay in 5 minutes, which is absolute insanity. So just pure right out the gate, the auger wins on clay. We don't even need to add any nuance to that. I'll try and get a good like 250 trees grown before we do that test. So keep an eye out for that in the series in the future. Now in the meantime, I really need to get a bunch of materials ready for the base. Alright, as you can see, I've not even touched the base since last time because I didn't feel it was necessary. I'm going to upgrade these parts that it exposed to me, so why not? Put this back in, reinforce all the bits that were heavily damaged. And since they were so determined to randomly attack this part, I'm going to make it steel. And that should... oh, that should deter them from actually attacking it. They should be like, oh no, that's steel, we're not attacking that, we're gonna go attack the front. Because the front can take it. The front is good, like, it'll survive. I just need to encourage them to actually attack the front, which they seem quite unwilling to do at times. So the way we do that is by just making it the obvious thing to do. By reinforcing this to steel. Alright, I'll go get some more. Okay, that should really genuinely help in deterring them from trying to attack this part, because they'll have to get through a big thingy of steel. I would like to get pretty much all 3 layers of this up to steel, so that they just absolutely cannot attack the base at all and have to run up here. I'm just going to do this because they tend to beat on that a little bit. The good thing about all this mining is I've got a load of diamonds, gold, and silver, which sell very well. Sugar butts and awesome sauce. Let's go and see if we can get anything useful at all. Well, this is all largely garbage. Another one solar cell. If I go in here, and he has a machete and 2 robotic turrets, even after resetting, the game is bugged. The game's bugged. His trades are bugged. Clearly. It's been that for 3 trade cycles in a row, I think. Maybe even 4. There's just no way it can be only machetes and robotic turrets that many times in a row. It just doesn't happen. So it's clearly a bug. I don't know how. Probably just because of how old my world is, relatively speaking. But we'll check the other Joel and see if he's any better. Customized fittings, I'll take that. Banded armor plate, I'll take that. I should have drank. Oh no, I'm getting the discount, I'm good. Forged steel, forged iron, paint. I'm gonna buy paint. I need some paint soon. Duct tape is always useful, so I'll always buy it. The rest of this, I don't care. Books, rifle world, armor up, get don't need any of this. Bunch of ammo. Okay, at least he has different stuff. I don't know if he's bugged. Like if this is the same things he always has but different qualities. But it's better. Antibiotics, appliances. I am going to buy a bunch of AP762. Ooh. Rocket frags. Yep. Well, now we can test the rocket launcher without me having to craft anything at least. Some more AP762. I did spend a lot of money there, but my money is worthless. There's nothing to buy, so let me put that customized fitting on something. Yeah, these will do. I can show off the penetrator perk now. I can show off the rocket launcher. That is pretty good. Weapons, rocket launcher. Now you can multiply the damage of your rocket launcher if you put mods on it, but I don't know if I have any rocket launcher mods. iPod works, I think. Does the muzzle brake work? The hunter mod surely will. Okay, the bipod doesn't work. I think it used to. We can take the reflex sight off of my sniper and put that on it. And then we can put an actual scope on my sniper rifle. Because that's what we want tonight anyway. Load this up. Yep, sniper rifle. I will need a lot more ammo than that. I've got AP ammo as well, but just as a backup. Oh, and I've got my own AP ammo that I crafted, I forgot. Throwables. I'm running kinda low on pipe bombs, but we can make them very easily. So the reason I'm using armor-piercing ammo, by the way, for the people who haven't been paying attention to the series, I have 4 ranks of penetrator. This will allow me to hit 3 additional targets, or up to 1000 hit points when using hunting rifles, lever actions, or sniper rifles. That is 3 additional targets when using armor-piercing rounds on those guns, and the armor pierce of AP762 already gives you 1 target penetration, meaning that if you fire 1 shot and there's 5 zombies in a row, you will hit all 5 of them, which is pretty insane damage output. Of course, my spear has a similar thing now that I have all the books. I thrust and I hit 4 targets with it, so that's pretty cool. Alright, here comes this horde. I hope they do what I want them to and ignore the stuff down there because it's all steel and run up here. First thing I'll do is demonstrate the sniper penetration, by the way. I'll need a few zombies up here first. I'm not sure if that even worked, but give it a second. Yeah, you can see they're flinching. Now, if you can get their heads to line up, it's even better, but... There's a lot of vultures today. Right, let's show off the rocket launcher. I'm going to actually stand out the back here. Vultures are being annoying. I'm hearing way less hitting down there, by the way. So it seems like turning that part to steel so that they just don't want to mess with it is working a lot better. Oh, I just realised I'm not using my recog. That's a waste. 50% damage for free right here. The game is really struggling to fight me right now. I don't think it expects you to have the full penetrator thing by day 28. For those new to the series, by the way, this is insane difficulty and the nightmare speed on Horde nights, so yeah. Now this is a pretty expensive way to play. This ammo isn't cheap, but it's definitely doable if you just actually make some ammo, which I haven't done yet. This is so OP. Oh, I'm out of the ammo. Well, the game heard me. That's fine. Even just the normal sniper is still really good. I kinda don't want to waste my ammo. What the hell? Never seen that before. Let's see if we can just still keep using the spear. Oh, we'll need a drink. A second. You know what? When they pile up, there's only one thing for it. Reload your rocket launcher first. So overkill. This is day 28. You do not need a rocket launcher. Sounds like someone's in destroy area mode down there. Sounds like we might have thinned it. Oh, you're still alive down there? Poor guy. Oh, don't start hitting that randomly. Annoying. They're still out there. I think they're actually hitting my vehicle. Why? I think they're stuck on it. This is silly. Here. My vehicle okay? It is not okay. I need to put it further away, apparently. Did they even... Okay, maybe they weren't even hitting this, and what I heard was actually them beating on my truck. Loot out of these still seems to be pretty meh. Is that everything, or is there a few bags up here? Yeah, they broke a block. The Horde Night got easier since I just put some steel down there and they got lost. I don't think that's how the game's supposed to work. 64 max spawns, by the way. Insane nightmare game stage just before 100. I think I'm outpacing the game a little bit too much, even with all the bugs trying to slow me down. Well, at least we know one thing about Alpha 21. It's the same, but different. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed this episode of the 7 Days to Die Alpha 21 Survival Guide. Thank you to my channel members and patrons for making this video possible, and thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.